People say Japanese is one of the hardest languages you can learn. If your native language is English, three writing systems, thousands of characters, grammar that runs backwards for an English speaker. It has a reputation for breaking beginners. But here's the thing, my native language is Korean. I always envied Europeans who could pick up a new language so easily. Spanish, Italian, French, all close cousins. So I decided to try the same trick. As a Korean speaker, I learned one of the easiest languages available to me, which just happens to be one of the hardest language for English speakers. And eventually, I passed the JLPT and won, the highest level there is. But I passed the hardest exam doesn't actually answer the question most people care about. Is learning Japanese worth it? Today, I'll rate Japanese on fun, difficulty, cost, and long-term reward. And by the end, I'll tell you exactly who should and shouldn't start learning it. Let's start with fun. The beginning is rough. Memorizing hiragana, katakana, and your first batch of kanji is pure repetition, and for months, it doesn't feel like much. This is where Japanese loses points. Unlike some skills, there's almost no immediate reward. With piano, you can play a simple melody on day one. With Japanese, you grind for a long time before anything feels fun. But then something clicks. One day you're watching an anime, playing a game, or reading a sign and you realize you understood it. Without subtitles, without looking anything up. That moment is addictive, and once it arrives, the content itself becomes the reward. Every show, every game, every song turns into practice you actually enjoy. The catch is how long it takes to actually get there. The fun is real, but it's heavily delayed. For fun, Japanese gets a 3 out of 5. Quick note on this one, lower means harder, a 1 is brutal, a 5 is easy. And learning any language from scratch is just hard. That's true for everyone. Even with Korean giving me a head start, the sheer amount you have to absorb is enormous. Skill-wise, Japanese hits you with everything at once. 3 writing systems, thousands of kanji, a grammar structure that runs backwards from English. Politeness levels that change how you speak depending on who you're talking to. Just reaching a basic conversation takes serious time. The one thing that makes it survivable is the lifestyle side, and that part is actually easy. You don't need an instrument or special place. Apps, videos, and content are everywhere, so you can study anytime, anywhere. But make no mistake, the barrier to entry is stiff. And a lot of people quit in the first few months. For difficulty, Japanese get a 1 out of 5. In terms of pure money, Japanese is about as cheap as it gets. Most of the best resources are completely free. Apps, videos, and endless material online on YouTube. You can reach a high level without spending almost anything. So on money alone, Japanese earns a perfect 5 out of 5. But there's a catch the score doesn't show. The real cost isn't money, it's time. Japanese is one of the most time-expensive things you can learn, and that's the price you actually pay. The money is cheap, the hours are not. This is where Japanese shines. Japan is one of the richest pools of content in the world. Anime, games, film, literature, music, and learning the language unlocks all of it in its original form, the way it was meant to be experienced. Beyond entertainment, it opens up travel, work, and culture you can keep exploring for the rest of your life. You never run out of things to learn. The one catch, unlike some skills, a language fades if you stop using it. But as long as you keep enjoying the content, you're maintaining it without even trying. For long-term reward, Japanese gets a perfect 5 out of 5. Okay, that brings Japanese total score to 14 out of 20. So, would I recommend it? Yes, but it depends less on your personality and more on what you love. Here's the honest truth. The people who make it to N1 almost always have one thing in common. They were obsessed with something Japanese first. The anime that got them hooked, the game they wanted to play before the English patch dropped, the artist whose lyrics they needed to understand. That obsession isn't a side effect. It's the fuel. If you're already the type who stays up finishing a 24 episode season in one sitting, you're exactly who this language rewards. Travel and work are nice bonuses on top, but be honest with yourself about what's actually pulling you in. So, who shouldn't learn Japanese? People who want quick results and people learning it purely because it looks good on a resume. I've watched plenty of people start Japanese for practical reasons, hit the kanji wall around month 3 and quietly disappear. Without something you genuinely love on the other side, the difficulty always wins. Passion beats discipline here, every time. After all this, I passed N1, and I still open a manga and run into kanji I've never seen in my life. So that's Japanese, 14 out of 20. I'd love to know what you'd rate it and what skill I should put to the test next. Drop it in the comments.